So this is the piece of artwork that I had the privilege of creating for Arthritis SA. In the centre of the piece of artwork here, we have the individual who is requiring the services from Arthritis SA. And when we look at the piece, we see that it's divvied up into 3 different sections. This U shape here represents an individual, but it's the mind, body and soul, the healing approach and the ethos in which Arthritis SA try to heal the individual, where it's not just about the physical approach, but it's about how do we heal the individual to be a more fulfilled person and live a more fulfilled lifestyle. So when we look at that, it's then surrounded by the dots here that is a protective circle that keeps them safe within their own journey, and how and throughout the stages of this process. This here is the different, these 3 here represent the different institutions that give information, feedback information to and from this individual to be able to best support this individual within this. But it's a 2-way street where they're listening to the individual about the things that they require to give a better lifestyle, and then also seeing how they can contribute back to them within the process, so that it really is this holistic approach, and it's not just, it goes beyond just a clinical service where it's almost transactional as a retail service. It's about going on a journey together and realizing that today's therapy may not be the best treatment for you in 2 to 3 years' time, that it's an evolving process, and as technology advances, there's a lot of opportunity for these individuals not to be limited by what's on the table here at the minute, but there's so many developments in this space as well. Something that I didn't realise that throughout the process is that chronic pain and arthritis is number one on the list of impacts on the medical system as well, which I thought was quite phenomenal, because it almost shows that there's not enough education in this area. In particular, I work alongside a lot of health services, and I didn't even realise that myself. So I think that's really significant in this particular piece of artwork, and that those smaller details actually really emphasise those processes and those journeys that people are on together. So this year, that also represents reconciliation. So it's founded in walking together on a journey and about sharing information. It's not about one person telling another person how things are done or how they're going to do it. It's about building these things and about how they're going to approach it better. Then what will happen as well, when an individual is standing there and saying, these are the issues that I have, I would love something along this line, or something like that, it means that these individuals, these medical institutions, and these people who support, like Arthritis SA, they can shift the scope of their programs and what they offer for these people, so that what exists now might not be the same in 5 years, because it's been refined and there's been proper community engagement, and they've listened to those individuals to perform this approach, this holistic approach. Then what happens from here is, once we build the confidence within, in particular, the First Nations community, that's when trust is formed. And when it comes to trust, that's when the information comes out. When you'll find with the Aboriginal community that there's a massive trust issue that has come from government organisations and medical organisations, because previously they represent where their children have been removed, or when you go to these places, you don't come out. And a lot of the time it's end of life stories, and that's what they connect these institutions to. So once this has been built and this journey has been developed together, where it's actually about making our life better, they would then pass on this information to the wider community, and then that information will travel through into these community groups that will then spread that information, and then hopefully all these people who require assistance are able to access it and to get this better quality of life. One thing that's really important about the healing process of this person, having that holistic approach, means that it's not just their life that's benefited from it. The less medical care they need, the less they're reliant on their family. But that means they're going to be better partners, they're going to be better leaders in their community, they're going to be better uncles, aunties, big brothers, big sisters, little sisters, all those sort of things, and it then impacts the wider community. We're then padded in here within ancestral knowledge and the protection of that information that comes across and protects everybody in there. And it's that we're tapping into this information and we're trying to make that generational change, where it may be hard work now, but we're putting in place the right process to be able to move forward and go on this healing journey together that may look one way now, but in 50 years' time, the shape will be completely different, but hopefully the outcomes are going to be even better at the other end.